Hello, third graders. I'm not here today and they were unable to find a sub for me, so you're going to be watching this lesson and following along in your notebook. Please be respectful of the students around you, and I will be back tomorrow and able to answer any questions that you have. Let's start by correcting our A's. Number 7, the area is the same because we just moved the figure, but we kept the same number of squares. The perimeter would be longer because we have a longer distance around the shape. Number 18, the dimensions, they wanted you to measure with a centimeter ruler, so your dimensions might be a little bit off, but they should be close. The A is a 6 by 2, so the area is 12 centimeters squared. The perimeter is 16 centimeters. Check that you have the correct areas. The correct units. B, 3.5 by 3.5 is the dimensions, so the area is 12 1/4 centimeters squared, and the perimeter is 14 centimeters. C, the dimensions are 4 by 4, so the area is 16 centimeters squared, and the perimeter is 16 centimeters. If I'm going too fast for you, you can always press pause and then just press play again when you're ready. Number 19, the area is 30 centimeters squared, the perimeter is 26. B, the area is 16 inches squared, the perimeter is 32 inches. C, the area is 48 inches squared, the perimeter is 52 inches. B, double check to see that you put centimeters or inches as needed. So go ahead and label your table of contents. Today we are on lesson 2.3 and it is March 23rd. We're going to be talking about perimeter, a fixed perimeter today, and how the area changes. So Americans have over 61 million dogs as pets. In many parts of the country, particularly in cities, there are laws against letting dogs run free. Many people build pens so their dogs can get outside for fresh air and exercise. A pen would be like a fenced area that the dog would be inside. So we're going to talk about a friend who wants to build a rectangular pen for her dog. She has 24 meters of fencing. Okay? Each piece is 1 meter long. So we can only use whole numbers. We're not going to be able to break them into parts. So the fixed perimeter is 24. In question A, you need to use your grid paper and find all the rectangles with whole number dimensions that have a perimeter of 24. Sketch each one on graph paper. Record your data in a table like this one below. So we're finding the factor pairs. No, we're not finding the factor pairs of 24 anymore, are we? We need to find the perimeter to be 24. So if the perimeter is 24, the length plus the width needs to be half of 24, so 12. So the first one they've given you, if it's 1 by 11, that means the perimeter is 24, 2 lengths, 2 widths equals 24, and the area is 11 square meters. My next one then would be a length of 2 and a width of 10. 2 2s, 2 10s makes a perimeter of 24 and an area of 20. So I've filled out the first 2 rows for you. After you're done figuring out all of your possible rectangles, you need to say which is the least area and which is the greatest area. So if you want to pause the video now and do that, you can. I'm going to go on and talk about B. Then you're going to have to make a graph from your table. You're going to get a worksheet from your teacher. They probably have already given it to you, where you're going to plot the points for each rectangle. So for rectangle 1, we had a length of 1 and a width of 11. The perimeter was 12, the area was 11. So down here I have length and area. So if the length was 1, the area was 11. So I put a little dot there. Now I can do 2. If the length is 2, the area is 20. So make sure you stay right on those lines and make your dot right where that connects. Then you're going to describe your graph. What does it look like? And then how does your graph look like what you saw in your table? So when you look at your table, what's happening, and then how is that like what you saw in your graph. And then it wants you to say how this graph is similar or different than the one you made in problem 2.1. So you can look back in your notebook. We did that on Thursday. You can pause now and do question B. Question C says if you have 36 meters, so now they've changed the perimeter. Which rectangle will have the least area and which will have the greatest? You might see a pattern here as you count up in length what's happening to the area. You might be able to predict which one, or you might have to write them all out. On question D, it says, in general, describe the rectangle that has the least area for a fixed perimeter and which rectangle will have the greatest area. We had this problem in 2.1 also. You can look back. They were asking, though, about area. So in general, the rectangle with the least area was closest to a square, and the rectangle with the biggest area was the long, skinny one. So see if there's something similar happening with perimeter. That is all you need to complete. If you finish this, you can start on your homework. I'll show you what that is. We're going to do problems 8, 10 through 14. So number 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And I will see you all tomorrow so that you can ask any questions you have. We'll review the lesson. We'll review the homework. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.